Hey everybody, just a quick response video to a question that the baseball collector posted on his YouTube channel about pet peeves in the hobby industry. And I have a couple, and one of my main ones is the packaging. Everyone should know by now that Scotch tape is just really unnecessary, but yet they just constantly use it in their packaging. And then they want to pay you, then they want to charge you $5-6, and then it's just like trying to open Fort Knox to get into the package. And then once you do get into the package, there's even more Scotch tape. So that's one of the things that are a pet peeve of mine is the packaging. Please don't use so much Scotch tape, if any at all. And another one is, and this one is not such a big deal, but it's whenever I go to card shows, it always seems like when you go to ask the dealers, now not all of them, but some of them, when you go to ask the dealers certain questions about cards and things like that, they just act like they're so bothered by your questions. And I had that happen a lot. One of the worst places, and I hate to say this, was at the National last year in Chicago. It just seemed like the dealers were just on their phones, wanting to look up comps when they should already have prices, but yet you're taking them away from their phone, and then they got to answer your questions, and it seems like, you know, you're hassling them. They're not real motivated to help you out or anything like that. And as an adult, that's fine. I get it. You know, you don't want to be hassled by another adult about baseball cards or what have you, but you're there to sell baseball cards or buy baseball cards or any sports cards for that matter. So, if we're bugging you, then don't show up, Put your phone down. Have some prices on the card so I don't have to ask you a question if you don't want to be bothered with it. And what's even worse is when little kids at the shows come up to people that are the dealers and try to ask questions, and they just blow them off and give them the short quick answer, and they're not really helping the kids out or being real informative. And I've seen that a lot at regular card shows and at the National. And it just really bums me out because, if you want to ignore me as the adult and the collector, that's fine. But don't do it to the little kids, man. The little kids, are the future of the hobby. And I know that sounds cliche, but it is true. I have some bad experiences from shows when I was a kid. People ignoring me like I'm bothering them. Uh, Not really giving straightforward answers, being kind of vague about prices or what do you got? How much you got on you? Stuff like that. So for the dealers to be a little nicer to the kids would be a nice thing to happen. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but a lot of them just don't want to be hassled. Like I said, they're on their phones and you're bothering them. Well, you're here at the card show for a reason, and I would like some attention a little bit, and at least be courteous about it. Not the heavy sigh, not the rolling of the eyes, but yeah, I've seen that a lot, especially to kids, and that's just not cool. Those are a couple of my pet peeves. I probably have more, but those are my two main things: the taping with the packaging, and the just being hassled by questions that dealers should want to answer thoroughly and to the point. Not everyone knows the answers. Not everyone is as smart as you are. So, try to help out the younger kids and even the adults too sometimes. Those are pretty much two of my biggest pet peeves. Well, let me know in the comments what your pet peeves are and check out the baseball card collector. Thanks, guys.